So actually, we as a consumer, we don't.
Are you aware of the average per unit?
All of you are kings and queens in your own home, with your own throne that you can sit up and decide, and let the business continue to woo you.
Products are generally meant to serve their purpose. However, when products are counterfeited, they usually do not meet the required standard. Hence, do not give consumers value for money. At the CPC, our surveillance and enforcement team come face to face with counterfeit products from time to time. Recently, in the course of the Council's surveillance and enforcement operation, our operators came across substandard fleetguard filters. Welcome to another episode of Consumer Voice. This is the in-house program of the Consumer Protection Council, CPC, that tells you all about your rights as a consumer and what to do whenever you feel they have been breached. On today's program, we are bringing you the manufacturer of the original fleetguard filter to speak on what fleetguard filters are, distinguishing features of their products, and where consumers can get original fleetguard filters, amongst other things. You can expect this episode to be interesting and informative. Still on the program are our usual segments. But first, we will take a short break. Stay with us.
Substandard products are those products that are below the desired standard, what customers pay for. We are not substandard human beings. Our society is not substandard. We are number one or second number in Africa. We have the best of brains.
Virtually most of the products imported into the country, there have been many substandard products all around, which at times I'm amazed if I've seen that there's a parastatal that is even responsible to checkmate some of these substandard products.
Substandard products are products that are not of quality, low quality products, and I think they are mostly found in Nigeria. They've not gone through the kind of screening that would qualify them to run in the open market. So what I think the Consumer Protection Council should do is to put more people in the field to be checking these things, because they are flooded in our markets, and I think there's very little check on the people who are producing these products as well as those that are selling them.
It's very common and very rampant in the markets. At times you go there to buy something things. They will introduce you to this, to that, and when you get to your house after buying it, get to your house and find out that this thing is not really working the way it should be, and find out that it was totally fake. Go back to the person you bought it from. They will giving you stories. Oh, you've tampered with it. Oh, we can't take it again. So it's very, very common.
In terms of electrical materials, you discover most times that a whole building, first, second, third will got burnt because the product are substandard. So I believe CPC will help us in that aspect to ensure that any electrical product that's being used by electricians are of a quality type. And by doing that, I think there is going to be an element of insurance in this.
The government has the power, or the body you call, has the power to enforce this, so that if somebody buys something and it didn't work for him, due to their own fault, not his own fault, then you can return it back. And if they refuse to do that, you report. And then when you report to the council, then the council should take necessary action and make sure you either recover your money or they give you a better something.
To make a complaint to the Consumer Protection Council in order to obtain redress over a product or a service, you contact the seller or service provider and present your query. Ensure you keep relevant records of your conversation. If the problem is not resolved at this level, complain to CPC. Your complaint should be clear, providing relevant facts such as where and when you brought the product or service. You should state clearly what you want from the seller or service provider. Is it a refund, a repair, or a replacement? Complaints should be sent either to the CPC office nearest to you in any of our zonal offices across Nigeria, CPC head office in Abuja, the official email of the council, or by telephone. CPC does not charge fees for complaints.
In continuation of the surveillance and enforcement exercises against substandard fleetguard fuel filters, the Consumer Protection Council effected enforcement on some shops at Alasa Maja Market. The first surveillance operation in respect to this enforcement was carried out on the 10th of June 2016. Another surveillance was carried out on the 12th of July 2016, primarily to reconfirm the availability of the substandard product in the targeted stores and shops. The enforcement was not a smooth one, as the shop owners were not ready to allow the staff move the suspected products. However, the resilience of the team, coupled with gallant police officers brandishing cans of tear gas and guns, did bring cosmetic silence for some minutes. Within a 3-minute interval, an unsuspected crowd, which turned out to be violent, gathered and started throwing stones and other dangerous materials at the team's vehicles. One of the buses was smashed at the rear and 2 loaders were slightly wounded by shattered glasses. Overall, the enforcement exercise was a successful one. This enforcement exercise is in line with the Consumer Protection Council's mandate in getting rid of counterfeit and substandard products in the marketplace.
Welcome to our discussion. We're talking on counterfeit fleetguard filters, what you as consumers should know. With me in the studio is Mr. Ahmed Aliyu. He's the Regional Manager, Aftermarket, Southwest Region, Cummins West Africa Limited. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so Cummins West Africa is the manufacturer of fleetguard filters. Please, what's the significance of a fleetguard filter to the average consumer?
Thank you for the question. Firstly, Cummins Filtration is the manufacturer of fleetguard products. Cummins West Africa Nigeria Limited is the distributor of fleetguard products in Nigeria. A filter's job is to keep out contaminants, impurities from an engine, and you will find an engine in diverse equipments: your truck, your car, on a railway vessel, on a ship, on material handling equipment. They are quite ubiquitous. You find engines everywhere. Every engine has a filtration system.
Okay.
And a filtration system is designed to keep out contaminants from an engine. The differentiator between one brand to the other is how effectively or efficiently it does that. And a fleetguard filter does that most efficiently based on its design and company specific features we have put in to make these products deliver on value.
Okay, so now the CPC is aware that dubious businesses are counterfeiting Cummins fleetguard filter for ulterior purposes. So what's the implication of this to the average consumer who is using a fleetguard filter?
Well, you can imagine when you buy a product, a filter, and believe you are buying genuine, only to find out shortly afterwards that it's counterfeit or a fake product. The impact is quite far-reaching and numerous, from loss of revenue because your equipment isn't working properly, to implications, health implications because it isn't doing what it should or has been designed to do, to in fact environmental issues, because filters that should be keeping out contaminants are spewing those contaminants into our environment. And so the impact of using counterfeits cannot be overemphasized.
Okay, what distinguishing features can be found on a Cummins fleetguard filter? How can a consumer differentiate between a fake and an original?
You know, it's interesting. That's a very good question. We've also found it very difficult. Counterfeiters are very good at what they do these days, and we are right now struggling to be able to even tell the difference. One of the best guarantees of telling that you are buying a genuine product is to buy it from the authorized dealers across, and we have outlets across the country. Now, some of the things you could tell that are telltale signs is that typically our filters have specific colors. They come in red, and so one of the things to look out for immediately is the color hue, but this is quite difficult. The best way to actually guarantee that you're buying it genuine is to buy it from an accredited dealer or the authorized dealer shops.
Okay. We'll take a short break now. When we return, we'll tell you where you can get original Cummins fleetguard filters. Don't go away. You're welcome back to the program. If you're just joining us, we've been discussing counterfeit fleetguard filters, what you as a consumer should know. But not to worry, you can catch up by following us on Facebook, Twitter, or checking into our website. With me in the studio is Mr. Ahmed Aliyu. He's the Regional Manager, Aftermarket Southwest Region for Cummins West Africa Limited. You're welcome back to the program, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we went on a break, you told us you educated consumers on how they can differentiate between fakes and originals. But I want to ask now, how has you, Cummins West Africa, as an organization, what steps have you done to eradicate from the market fake products?
Cummins West Africa Limited has been doing quite a bit. We are aggressively educating consumers. Just recently, we've opened a shop front in the Aspanda market, the auto spare parts and machinery market in the Trade Fair Complex in Lagos. And part of that is to get our products as close to the consumers as possible, and also use the opportunity to educate them on the benefits of using genuine versus counterfeits. We are also partnering with organizations like the Consumer Protection Council, which is doing a great job, Standards Organizations of Nigeria, to basically reach out to consumers and educate them on programs like this, on the benefits to themselves and as well as the environment when we use genuine products.
Okay, so let's talk about warranties. Everybody loves freebies. Are your products under warranty? What does a consumer have to do anything to benefit from warranty?
So yes, fleetguard filters carry a global warranty. The fleetguard warranty is pretty simple. If you buy a genuine product, we warrant that that product will serve the life service circle that the OEM or Cummins has specified. You can get the details of this on our website. In the event of an unlikely failure, you can rest assured that Cummins will resolve that complaint.
You told us earlier on that you have accredited distributors nationwide. So how can consumers find them?
Well, Cummins has 3 branches in Nigeria and 8 shop fronts spread across the country. In addition, we have an independent distributor, Asai Brands, and you can basically identify a Cummins shop by the big C logo you will find on it anywhere you go in Nigeria.
Okay, what about websites? Do you have a contact details where consumers can reach you?
Yes, consumers can reach us on www.cumminswestafricalimited.com, and you can also reach us on 070 Cummins.
Okay, so what arrangements have you put in place for redress of consumer complaints about your products? And is there any avenue they can report suspected cases of sales of counterfeit Cummins filter fleet guards?
So yes, first of all, we'd like to assure the public that all information brought to our attention will be treated with the strictest level of confidentiality, and you can walk into any of our branches across the country or place that complaint on our website, www.cumminswestafricaltd.com, or reach us on our number 0700 Cummins, and personnel will attend to that complaint, and you can rest assured we will look into it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed, for coming on the program today. It's been delightful having you in the studio. We look forward to having you again sometime.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Dear viewers, you've heard it all. What you need to know about Cummins fleetguard filters and why it is important to get an original product. We will take a short break now. When we return, our usual segments on the program. Don't go away.
Hello viewers, and welcome to our feedback segments. It's always a pleasure hearing from consumers that have benefited from the CPC's intervention and public enlightenment. As usual, we will be sharing some of the comments and feedback received on our social media platforms, emails, text messages, letters and phone calls. Ladi Abubakar wrote, I write to sincerely appreciate the organization, the Consumer Protection Council, for the way and manner my letter of complaint against Valima Nigerian Limited was promptly and efficiently handled. Your timely action led to the replacement of the faulty gas cooker. Once more, thank you CPC. Keep up the good work. Godwin A. Ajim, DSP, retired. I'm pleased to inform the council that my phone has been replaced with a new serviceable one. May the good Lord give you the strength to continue the good job you're doing. God bless CPC. Noah Michael wrote, I would like to use this opportunity to thank and appreciate all the staff of Consumer Protection Council, from the lowest cadre to the Director General, for the wonderful work your good office is doing to ensure that the consumers are not treated anyhow. Concerning my case, the 42 inches television I bought from LG company which stopped working, and I took it back to them. They claimed that there is water inside it. However, due to your intervention, the screen of my television has been replaced. I pray that more Nigerians will be aware of the good work your office is doing. God bless CPC. God bless Nigeria. Akamazaga Gaga wrote, I wish to thank the council for its wonderful job for helping me get my money back. I was a victim of ATM transfer where I was to transfer 100,000 naira from First Bank to Eco Bank. The transfer failed, but money was withdrawn with a charge of 100 naira. Effort to get my money back failed until the CPC took over my case. First Bank called me last week and later forwarded my money to Eco Bank. Thank you for the wonderful work. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Adagoba Jonathan wrote, I wish to use this medium to appreciate your effort in ensuring that my prepaid meter is delivered to me by the Abuja Distribution Company PLC. I thank and really appreciate your effort, as this is not the first time I'm receiving good and prompt services from your organization. Well, viewers, this is the much we can take for this segment. Always remember to reach out to us whenever your complaint is resolved, and we will gladly share your story so others can benefit. So until next time, I am Bridget Etim. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Ukot Umezine, and I'm sharing this story with Nigerians to encourage us that Consumer Protection Council really is working. If you have any issues as a consumer in Nigeria, I advise that you work with Consumer Protection Council to have it resolved. My story is that my company, the Life Skills Experts, sent our books on a bus service in Nigeria, and unfortunately the service was involved in an accident which led to a fire, and our books were gutted in that fire. Now we made contact with the bus service, sent them a number of letters, and we didn't get a response for over 6 months. Finally, we got a response and it wasn't satisfactory, so we involved Consumer Protection Council by copying them in our correspondence with the bus service. After some time, Consumer Protection Council called representatives from both sides to have a meeting at their office here in Abuja, and within weeks of that meeting, we were paid for our books that were lost on the bus service. Consumer Protection Council works, and I encourage every Nigerian out there to work this system and ensure that things are done properly in our country. Thank you.
To make a complaint to the Consumer Protection Council in order to obtain redress over a product or a service, you contact the seller or service provider and present your query. Ensure you keep relevant records of your conversation. If the problem is not resolved at this level, complain to CPC. Your complaint should be clear, providing relevant facts such as where and when you brought the product or service. You should state clearly what you want from the seller or service provider. Is it a refund, a repair, or a replacement? Complaints should be sent either to the CPC office nearest to you in any of our zonal offices across Nigeria, CPC head office in Abuja, the official email of the council, or by telephone. CPC does not charge fees for complaints.
In Nigeria, consumers have over time been shortchanged by manufacturers and distributors who fail to live up to the terms of warranty and guarantee of the products and service they offer. To drastically address this abuse, the Consumer Protection Council has commenced the monitoring of compliance of businesses to the tenets of warranty and guarantee. At the minimum, statements on receipts such as goods bought cannot be returned or no refund of money after payment must henceforth be removed.
We hope you've enjoyed this program. Remember that you are king, and without you, the service providers are out of business. Don't hesitate to come to CPC whenever you feel your rights have been breached. Our contact details are being displayed on your screen. We have 8 offices across Nigeria. Let me take this opportunity to thank our guest today, Cummins West Africa Limited, our Consumer of the Week, and all of you out there who have sent us your feedbacks. We appreciate all your feedbacks. Remember, if you have got redress or benefited from CPC in any way, please contact us so we can bring you on the program to benefit other consumers in similar situations. We also have a similarly themed program, Consumer Speaks, every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. on Radio Nigeria. That's it from Consumer Voice. Do join us again, same time next week. I am Eme Ojogo, your anchor. Thank you for watching.